my new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good. There's a mania rising in the country these days about cryptocurrency and how the train is leaving the station, so you better get on. Tesla has jumped in with both feet, and Microsoft accepts it for software now. Etsy accepts it now, and so does PayPal and Starbucks and Whole Foods and Home Depot. 1 in 10 Americans use their stimulus checks to invest in one of thousands of cryptocurrencies in existence, Bitcoin being the most famous, but there's also Ethereum, Binance, Tether. There's also one called Dogecoin that someone started as a joke. As far as I can tell, it's exactly the same as all the other cryptocurrencies because the whole thing is a joke. I fully understand that our financial system isn't perfect, but at least it's real. Apple stock is worth money because Apple makes $1,000 phones that everyone buys and then drops in the toilet. Dogecoin recently rallied to be worth more than the market cap of Ford and Kraft Foods, and it has no product and no workers. It's just Easter Bunny cartoon cash. Had it explained to me, and I still don't get it, and neither do you. I'll explain why. So, there's these things called nerds. In 2008, one of them, we don't know who because this person or group of persons is still anonymous, made up Bitcoin out of thin air using the fake name Satoshi Nakamoto, which I think are the Japanese words for monopoly money. Now, capitalism, of course, has always contained an element where instead of actually making something or providing a service for money, you could make money in the exciting field of money. But we knew money had to originate from and be generated by something real somewhere, to which cryptocurrency says, no, it doesn't. This is why Warren Buffett says cryptocurrencies basically have no value and they don't produce anything. What you hope is that somebody else comes along and pays you more money for them later on, but then that person's got the problem. In terms of value, zero. Or as another analyst put it, it's an open Ponzi scheme. It's like having an imaginary best friend who's also a banker. This is how the world economy crashed in 2009. It wasn't the lost value in actual houses that sunk us. It was this virtual market that required inventing algorithms to bet on how much houses might be worth in a virtual scenario. But then the landlord called in the bill for this virtual market because in adult land, it turns out the landlord is always real. Problem here is at root, not economic, but psychological. People who have been raised in a virtual world are starting to believe they can really live in it. This kind of mining involves using rooms full of supercomputers to make something that is purposefully arbitrary. Essentially, one computer thinks of a number between 1 and infinity, and other computers take trillions of guesses at what it is. It's the old game of I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10, except times a gazillion, and the guy guessing the number lives in China, and the guy who knows the number lives in the Matrix. Do I need to spell this out? There is something inherently not credible about creating hundreds of billions in virtual wealth with nothing ever actually being accomplished and no actual product made or service rendered. It's like Tinkerbell's light. Its power source is based solely on enough children believing in it. And unfortunately, what is real is the unfathomable amount of electricity those massive supercomputers suck up for their mining. Listen to this. The power being used right now to guess numbers and win imaginary prizes is the same as all the electricity needed to light all of New York State. Coin uses more electricity per transaction than any other method known to mankind. Just one uses more energy than 1 million Visa transactions and has the same carbon footprint as 85,000 hours of watching YouTube. This is just a beanie baby that runs on coal. How can a company like Tesla be all in on saving the planet with electric cars and then participate in destroying it with this completely unnecessary online play money? The millennials, the Gen Zers, the Silicon Valley types, these are all the same people who see themselves as hip and progressive and big environmentalists. Bullshit. You're money-hungry opportunists, and you're not allowed to pretend you care about the environment.
Bill Maher, you have outdone yourself. This is a family-friendly crypto channel here at KYC, so I'll save the expletives for another time. But I'll start off by saying thank you. That's right. Thank you for unleashing an absolute embarrassment of a rant that, just like your comedy sets, will age terribly. In his rant, Bill says people have tried explaining crypto to him and he just doesn't understand it. Why should anyone trust you then, Bill? If you don't understand biopharmaceuticals, should someone trust a prescription you write them? Do you need more evidence that Bill Maher is a dinosaur? Let's take a look at how insanely stupid this guy looks when talking about flip phones taking photos in 2003.
I don't care that your phone takes pictures. It's a phone, not a Swiss Army knife. Great, now the annoying camera buff and the annoying cell phone prick can merge as one guy. Hey, if you can figure out how to make that camera phone play country western music real loud, we could call it a perfect storm of assholes.
I think the best part about Maher's rant is at the beginning when he names all the companies and institutions that are investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, as if his narrow-minded opinion is somehow more trustworthy than individuals who live and breathe capital investment on a daily basis, who have done their research and have now purchased cryptocurrency. Bill compares stocks to crypto, which is yet another sign of how little he knows about both industries. Then he goes on to talk about the 2008 housing market crash, further embarrassing himself. Bill, the market crashed because idiotic bankers gave loans to underclass people without jobs over and over and over again, you idiots. Maher also pretends he cares about the environment like the typical TV personality figurehead that he is, and also calls people looking for opportunity money-hungry opportunists when he is literally a major Hollywood sellout himself. That about does it for today's rant of a video. Let me know in the comments what you think about Bill Maher and his recent rant on cryptocurrency. I'll be back very soon with another Altcoin Gems episode. If you like this content and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see ya in the next video.